What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center. Here to do the July of Love reading for my Capricorns out there. If you're new to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. All the other information you need to know is in the description box below. So what we're going to take a look at here, Capricorn, today, and this reading will be good between now and for the next 30 days. A little brain fart there. We're going to take a look at your current hurdles, obstacles, and challenges, the things that are affecting your love life negatively. And then we're going to take a look at the advice, what you need to do to overcome those challenges. And then we're going to take a look at the outcome, what you can expect by adhering to the advice. So let's go ahead and jump in. I will clarify everything. And let's find out. So what's the current hurdle, obstacle, or challenge for my Capricorns out there? Okay, loss. So there's something, and again, take it as it resonates. There could be a few different groups of you. So for some of you, you guys are not over a breakup. You're not over a loss. You're not over maybe somebody who died. So whatever type of loss. There's some type of loss in your life. It could be family. It could have been an ex. It could have been a spouse. Could have been a marriage. It could even have been, a pet. I mean, it could be anything, really. Could even be the loss of a job. It could be anything, any type of loss here. That's the challenge. And so you're having, for some of you, you just experienced this. This is a more recent loss than not, and you're still in the middle of that. And if that's true, my heart goes out to you guys for that. For the other group of you, this could have been something from a long time ago, even years ago, and you still haven't, it's still impacting you, right? That loss is affecting you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally. Maybe it created, like, for example, maybe it created a fear within you, a fear of intimacy, a fear of getting close to somebody. Maybe it's caused you to become avoidant in your relationships. Like when you sense that you're starting to get feelings for somebody, you run as a form of protection, because it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go through that again. Because if I fall in love and something happens to that person, I'll be devastated all over again. And it could be just a result of that type of fear. We'll have to find out. But it's interesting because I just peeked at the bottom of the deck and we have the past here. Okay. So there's some more confirmation there that there's definitely something in your past that you've lost that's affecting you currently. So let's take a look at the advice. Courage. This is the strength card energy. So yeah, it's just saying, hey, it's hard. It's difficult when you go through loss, and it takes courage. It takes courage to love again. It takes courage to face your fears. It takes courage to put your heart on the line again. It takes courage to put yourself in a vulnerable position, knowing that yes, you could lose again, right? And that's the unfortunate thing about life is certainty is an illusion, and we cling so hard to it. We all want certainty. We all want to know that, that person, that place, that thing, that job, that pet, that our child, our marriage, our family, whoever it is. Like, we want those people when we're emotionally attached to something, we never want to lose it. Like of course that's common sense, but life doesn't work that way. And, many years ago, I was going through a difficult time in my life for a similar reason. I had back-to-back losses in my life, and I had a few betrayals as well. And my heart was tender. I was just, I was so scared to put myself out there. I wanted love so bad, but I was so scared to go all in. And so I was sabotaging my relationships. I'd meet somebody. They were really, really, they were a great person. There was a lot of chemistry. And, I would start to get feelings for them. And then, and this was subconscious, by the way. I wasn't aware that I was doing it until many years later when I started going through my personal growth, my personal development, right? But at the time, I wasn't aware of it. And so, so I had this really wild year where, you know, I was all over the place. I was miserable. You know, I couldn't stay in a relationship to save my life. And this one month I got in my car and I just packed my stuff and I just drove 15 hours. I went, you know, like 5 states, you know, away, just went to a place I'd never been before because I thought maybe the problem is geographical, you know, like I wasn't looking within myself. I didn't think I was the issue. It's like, oh no, it's because I need to get out of the city that I grew up in. That's the problem. It's the city and the people that are in that town. That's the problem. If I go to another state, there'll be different types of people and I'll meet somebody better there. Right. And so I drove 15 hours and I got there and nothing changed. And I was sitting in this parking lot and, you know, what I call or what I believe to be my higher self, you know, God, whatever you want to call it. I was sitting, you know, really bummed out in my car. And that voice inside of me said, if you're not willing to go through 1,000 divorces, you'll never be ready for marriage. And the reason that was so profound to me at the time was because, you know, years ago, I was married for 10 years and my ex-wife left me for my best friend of 17 years. It was a major betrayal. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. I had suicidal thoughts. It was 9 months of hell. 9 months of hell that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And so that was the most painful thing I'd ever gone through. And I hadn't really worked through it as much as I thought I had. And so, you know, my higher power knew that. And so when it told me that, it challenged me. And it said, you'll never be ready for the thing you desire, which was a committed relationship and, you know, to find my partner, to get married again one day. You'll never be ready for that unless you're willing to go through that thing that hurts you 1,000 times. You know, and I had only gone through it that one time and it messed me up that bad. And so in essence, what that was, and the reason I'm sharing this with you is going back to the advice that requires courage. Hope costs nothing. Giving up costs everything. It takes courage to not give up no matter what happens to us in life, no matter what we lose. It takes courage. Love is the most courageous thing anyone will ever do, because when you find it and it works out, it's the most rewarding thing that you'll ever have. But when we lose it, it's the most painful experience we go through. So the stakes are always high. And that's why love is the most courageous thing, right? Nothing else in life is more painful than losing someone or something that you love. And for most people, they're, you know, one of the number one things or the highest things on their checklist in life, their bucket list, is to fall in love with their partner, right? And when you find that person and you do fall madly in love, and you know, when things are good, they're good, right? Like no one's thinking about, well, man, one day this person may not be here anymore. One day this person could die. One day this person could leave me, betray me, or cheat on me. You know, there's all kinds of ways we can lose in life, but we don't think about those things. And I'm not saying that we should, but I'm just saying that when things are good, they're good. But when they're bad, unfortunately, a lot of people never bounce back. They never recover. They never find that courage to go out and love again because we're just afraid that it's going to happen again. And I've had it happen more than once in my life. And I've had to dig deep within myself to find that courage again and again and again. And as a result of finding that courage, I've become, you know, the strongest version of myself. To the point to where now I don't fear the loss anymore. I don't fear falling in love. I don't fear losing love if I find it. I see it as an opportunity. I become grateful. It's like, man, I'm just grateful and happy, and I appreciate the fact that, you know, today I do have it, and if I get to have it tomorrow, I appreciate it. You know, like unfortunately, a lot of us, we don't value what we have until it's taken away, and we live in a society where everything is at our fingertips instantaneously, right? We live in a culture, a grass is greener culture. You know, there's always the next best thing. There's so many options to choose from. And I feel like we've gotten so far away from some of the older traditions of really just learning how to value that thing that you have. It's like, well, maybe I just need to invest my time and energy into something that's valuable and water that seed. If I water, the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where we water it, right? And so it takes courage. The point in all this, the advice is it takes courage to find love again and to face those challenges, even though, true courage is not the absence of fear. True courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyways, right? It's being scared shitless and going, I'm scared out of my mind, but I'm not going to let my fear and this scary feeling that I have stop me. I'm not going to let it steal from me or rob me from the thing that I want, because life is too short. And who wants to live in regret, right? I don't. So let's take a look at the outcome then. And then I'm going to clarify everything here. But so far the message is very, is very straightforward. I mean, I could probably end the reading right now, right? But obviously I'm not. But wow, you can't make. I got chills. This is the best reading. This is hands down the best reading I've done for July so far. I've still got some other signs to do, but this is awesome for you guys. I love this for you guys. So we got synchronicity. The outcome is the universe is showing you, it's trying to give you hope. It's trying to show you that you will have love again, that you will find that person, that it's not, whatever's happened to you in the past, whatever you've lost is not how the story ends. Well, how do I know? Because the same higher power that spoke to me is speaking to you. Your higher power, God, source, the universe, whatever you believe it is all over this. Your higher power has not left you, has not forgot you. It's not blind or unaware to the suffering that you've gone through, the loss and the hurt and all of these things. These synchronicities that are coming up for you, the signs, the indications, all of this is being done. You're being guided by your higher power. Your higher power is behind the scenes setting you up to meet the love of your life, setting you up for the future of your dreams. Because look at the next card. We have calling. Oops. I know you can't see it very well. This is a deck, a custom deck that I created for myself. So I didn't make the font bright enough, but it's all right. I use it for myself. So this is the calling. And so you have a call in your life to do great things. You have a call in your life to meet somebody that you're meant to do great things with. It's not just an average white picket fence type of situation or relationship. You're meant to do something incredible, something important. And you're receiving signs and synchronicities about what that is. And that's the evidence coming from your higher power that you don't need to worry or be afraid or scared that, that one, you won't find love, but two, that you're gonna just have the same thing happen to you all over again, right? What's happened to you in the past was an experience that you went through because you were meant to learn something from it. It's not meant to be a repeated thing in your life that you have to fear, like, oh, it's going to happen again and again and again and again. It's like, no, that was that one thing. That was that one time. And maybe you've experienced other types of losses along the way, because not all losses are equal. But in this instance, in this case, the one that really hurt, you're not going to go through that again and again and again. Okay. And so I just wanted to see that because, a lot of you are so scared that it's going to happen. That's why the challenge here, or the advice for the challenge rather, is courage. It takes courage to believe, to have faith and go, I'm so afraid to take that risk because I don't want to lose again. Well, that's why the universe is sending you all the signs and synchronicities saying, you can trust me, you can trust me, you can trust me, you can trust me. That's what the synchronicity is all about. So let's take a look at the loss energy. I mean, and again, this is really just because, I really don't even have to clarify this because the message is so straightforward, but I'm not going to cheat you guys out of, do the same thing that I would do for any anyone, all the signs. So yeah, the loss is saying, look, we have the Four of Wands. So there was definitely a marriage, a commitment, an engagement. There was a high level of commitment with the Four of Wands, someone that you saw the rest of your life with, or someone that you saw building a future with. We have a King of Cups here. Now, for some of you, not all of you, this could have been a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but really what the King of Cups is showing me is that this is somebody who you had a lot of feelings for, and this person had a lot of feelings for you. Like this person was like the love of your life. That's really what this King of Cups represents here. Yeah, and I can't make it up. I didn't know this was at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Cups, your fulfillment, your wish come true. This person was the love of your life. You lost the love of your life somehow, or the person you thought was the love of your life. You lost that person, and it just wrecked you. And you've been in this period of mourning and loss and grief ever since. But God, source, universe, spirit is calling on you to have courage so that you can find that love again. This doesn't have to be the end of the story. So show me courage, please. Okay, I can't make this up, man. This is like this is the clearest reading I've had in a long time. We have the Tower card in reverse. That's Aries, Scorpio, Aries energy. So maybe you were dealing with the Scorpio, maybe you're dealing with an Aries, it doesn't really matter. And you have the Three of Pentacles. And so the message here is very simple. It takes courage to step out of the ashes. The Tower in reverse is like, see how the Tower is in reverse here. So it's basically saying like, here's the rubble. Now upright, this is the Tower when it's getting blown up, right? It's getting destroyed. The Tower is crumbling when it's upright. In reverse, in this case, here's what's left. It's just a pile of rubble, right? Here's the destruction, the aftermath of the Tower after it's already been destroyed. And some of you have been sitting in the ashes, so to speak. You've been sitting in the rubble, sitting in the destruction, and just like people who go out and the person has died and they bury them, and they sit by the gravestone of the person that they've lost, and but in this case, it's like you never left. It's like you've been sitting at the gravestone or sitting by their gravestone, and you haven't left. You've been sitting there, day after day, night after night, not eating, not sleeping, and not moving on. You're just sitting there. It's like when you lost that person, it's like you just lost everything. You lost your will to live. You lost your will to move on. You lost. And I've been here, guys. When I was 16, I was hit by a drunk driver, and the first love of my life, my very first girlfriend, she died. I was in the car. I survived. I was on life support. I almost died, but my girlfriend, she did die, and so I know what this is like firsthand. And besides my other losses and the other betrayals in my life, but I've literally had someone die, right? And so the advice here is like, Spirit is saying it's time to get up out of the ashes. It's time to get up off the floor. It's time to get up out of the rubble, out of the destruction, and it's time to rebuild. Three of Pentacles. It's time to build something new. It's time to rebuild your life. It's time to go back out and rebuild that Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. It's the house, right? It's the family. It's the relationship. It's time to put yourself out there and rebuild that which was lost. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, which is the King of Courage. And so the King of Wands is tied to Leo. And so it's telling you to tap into that Leo archetype energy. Whether you have Leo in your chart or not doesn't matter. In this instance, we're talking about an energy. We're talking about an archetype. We're talking about, embodying a certain type of mentality, a mindset, embodying, inspiration and motivation again. The King of Action, the King of Motivation, the king of inspiration. That's what the leader, Leo is like the leadership energy, right? Like Leo energy is like the motivational speaker, right? Like he's the guy that can rally the masses. He's Braveheart, giving that speech, where they're all out on the, on the battlefield, and Braveheart's giving the big pep rally speech, and then they turn and they rush into battle, right? That's the vibe here. And so Spirit is calling on you to tap into and find that courage within you to get up out of the ashes and begin to rebuild your life. Why synchronicity here in the outcome? Yeah, it's the same thing. It's similar. So the outcome. So we have the ten of Swords at the split of the deck, and then we have the King of Wands still at the bottom of the deck. But we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups. It's basically saying, so the outcome here is really just advice 2.0. The outcome is Spirit's trying to lead you and guide you out of denial. And the Two of Swords is blocked. It's blocked energy. It's like your ego, your self-protection mechanism is trying to protect you from pain, so it's blocked your heart. Your mind has become this force field, right? And so your brain is now running the show. And your brain and our mind, our ego doesn't care about our happiness. It cares about one thing. It's keeping you safe at all costs. And what it's doing is blocking you from this Knight of Cups, because you do have love coming in. And all the signs and synchronicities around you are screaming at you, hey, I'm trying to bring love into your life, because there's a part of you that wants this. You want love. You're just scared as hell. You're scared shitless because of what you lost. But deep down inside, if you're honest with yourself, you want love. And there's a part of you that knows it's time to move on. But again, you're scared as hell. You want love and you want to move on, but you're scared as hell to do it. And so the universe is trying to help you by showing you sinning, because it's not going to do the work for you. God's source in the universe is not going to rescue you. You have to participate in your own rescue. You have to be willing to take the steps. You have to want it, right? And that's what this Two of Swords is about. It's the universe is trying to help you come out of that blocked energy so that love can come into you. But in order to do that, I literally can't make this up. In order to do that, you have to step into this courage energy, which is, again, repeating the same message over again. Here you are. You need to step into this courageous energy. You need to get out of this Ten of Swords. Painful ending, hitting rock bottom, the thing that you lost, the thing that died, the thing that betrayed you, whatever that loss is, however it ended. Ten of Swords is hitting rock bottom. It's a painful ending. Underneath that's the Five of Cups. Grief, loss, regret, right? Staying in the loss. This loss card is this Five of Cups card. And underneath that, if you can get through, if you have the courage to work through this and start to rebuild, underneath it, you have everything you desire. There's the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, your dream come true. The love that you desire is on the other side of you having the courage to come out of the ashes, to face the fear of loss, and just allow love in. You don't really even have to do anything. Like that's the beautiful part on the outcome energy for you guys. It's a guarantee. The universe this is a gift. The universe is trying to gift you love. Like it's there. It's waiting for you, right? Like you don't have to beg. If you place an order on Amazon, you don't have to beg the Amazon man to deliver it to you, right? They just bring it to your door. You don't have to sit there. Okay, are they going to bring it? 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 It's like, no, they're going to bring it. It's just, it's there. It's a given. So it's like the UPS man has come to your door. They've left the package on the door. They sent you the email with the picture confirming the delivery, confirming that they left it at your door. There's the picture of it. There's the confirmation. And it's almost like you're afraid to go open the door. It's like, where's my package? Where's my package? Where's my thing I ordered? Well, it's right there. You just got to open the front door, reach down and pick it up. right? Like that's how gifted this love is for you. Like the universe is literally gifting this to you. It's like for most of you out there, it will take minimal effort on your part to find this person, attract this person, or receive this love that you desire. Your whole future, the next love of your life, it's a given. You're being gifted. All you have to do is just allow it to come to you without closing yourself off and by letting go of the past. And I guarantee you that the person that you lost, I guarantee you they want you to find love again. I guarantee you that person wants you to move on. I guarantee you that person would want you to be happy. Give yourself the gift that the universe wants to give you. Okay. So that's the reading I have for you. I know this is kind of intense and a little bit different for you, but hopefully this reading will reach the person or persons that it was, that it was meant for. And if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. And I will see you guys soon on the next one. I appreciate all of you. Hang in there. Be courageous. And lean into love. It's worth it. I promise you. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your month. And as always, love and light.